My son and I sometimes take language lessons for Spanish and Italian on this app, Duolingo. There was this quiz which had five English words on one side and five Spanish words on the other side, and we had to match the corresponding words. So my son went about it. He was able to match the first three with a lot of ease, and then he was able to figure out another pair. And then in the end, there was one English word left here, one Spanish word left. He had no clue about either the English or the Spanish word. But because there was one each left, cut, he tapped on them. They matched, and he got all five correct. And he started celebrating that. Pretty smart, he used the format of the question to his advantage. But then that got me thinking the true objective there was to learn Spanish, not to just get some Spanish tests correct. Right? So hopefully the app has dealt with that in some way. But then that got me thinking about GMAT. On the exam, what matters is whether your answer is correct or not. But when you're preparing, your objective is learning. So, especially for example, when you get a verbal question or a non-math question, when you're practicing these kind of questions, my suggestion is don't use the format of the question to your advantage. So, for example, in critical reasoning reading comprehension, there are five options and only one correct. So, sure, down the line, by all means, on the exam, in mock tests, by all means, reject answers if they look off, or select an answer that looks correct, even if you're not clear about the other ones. By all means, do that. But when you are learning, at that point, my suggestion is treat each answer choice independently. Look at each one, pause, decide whether it looks correct or incorrect. Whatever the question may be, which of the following strengthens the most? Sure, the most part you can't figure out initially, but at least figure out whether, according to you, an answer choice strengthens or not. And what are the reasons behind that? Look at each answer choice like that. If in the end you come to a stage where you're thinking, okay, multiple answer choices strengthen, sure, by all means, at that point, you can figure out which one strengthens more. But anyway, in my experience, that's extremely rare. You won't even need to compare. In most cases, I've seen four options will not strengthen at all, only one will. And I'm taking strengthen only as an example. The same principle applies in other questions also. So, in order to maximize learning, don't use the format of the question to your advantage. And then there's a corollary also. Many times I find people only analyze questions that they got wrong afterwards. But what about questions that you got right, but you got right because you used this format to your advantage? Something like, let's say, oh, I wasn't clear about option A, but option C looked correct, so I marked it, and C was indeed correct. But even then, why was A wrong? You still don't know that. Or let's say, oh, I didn't feel clear about one particular option, but anyway, the other four looked wrong, so I marked that one, and it was correct. Great, good for you for smartly using that format. But again, why is the correct answer correct? You still don't know that. So if you're using the format, you are leaving learning on the table. My suggestion, one more time, in verbal questions, treat each answer choice independently while attempting the question. While analyzing questions, don't analyze only questions that you got wrong. Also analyze questions that you got right but didn't feel 100% confident about.